Hi, Scott with FDJtool.com, and I want to introduce to you the line of Solderite solder blocks that we carry. They're very useful, they're wonderful blocks, they're non-asbestos, they're made out of a very pure ceramic material, and that means they can take a lot of heat. They come in 6 by 6 inches, they come in a 6 by 12 inch, and this monster 12 by 12 inch, so you can cover a lot of work surface if you need to. But not only that, they come in different thicknesses. You can get a 1/2 inch thick or a 3/4 inch thick. Now the 3/4 inch thick is very interesting because it has the same amount of material as the 1/2 inch. What does that mean? Well, it means it's a less dense block. And with it being less dense, it's lighter weight and it's softer. And when it's softer, that means that if you're soldering items and you need to push pins into your block in order to hold those pieces in place, you can. If you need to dig out a little hole or trench in order to put something in there to hold it in place, it's very easy to do with this thicker block. But that's not the neat part about the Solderite blocks. They take heat very well. They can handle heat up to 1700 degrees, but they can also dissipate heat very quickly, which can protect your work surface. And that's what we want to show you. So why don't I fire up the torch and we'll show you how it works. Alright, so I'm going to take my butane torch. We're going to go ahead and heat up our solder block and get it nice and glowing red. I'm going to show you just how hot we can make it. That looks hot enough. Let's go ahead and find out just how hot that is. Whoa, that maxed out at over 1,000 degrees. And you can see that the temperature is dropping very quickly. But at 685 degrees, that is really hot. But if we just flip it over, the backside is just over 140 degrees. Now the heat will continue to dissipate, but even at the edges, it's not hot at all. And in fact, it's not hot to the touch at all. That dissipated heat incredibly. Now the Solderite solder block is pretty amazing. It was able to dissipate that heat incredibly. But just because it does such a good job at that does not mean you shouldn't have some sort of fire protection between it and your work surface. But if you're going to choose a solder block, the Solderite solder block is definitely the one for you. My name is Scott with FDJtool.com. You can see the Solderite solder block is an amazing solder block.